Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Morning Wood. I am so glad you could jump up on my wood, even though the wood has been here and there lately. We are here today. I'm glad to be here. Glad to have the people that are joining me today, Anna and Red Eye. We'll get to them in a minute. As always, I like to make a few announcements. I'm trying to get Jeff Holligay, or Jeff Shives, as I like to call him, on for Thursday. So Jeff Shives may be on Thursday. I don't know who else is going to be on this week. Don't know. We'll figure it out. And for the ones who's been worried about me sending me messages, I appreciate it. I have been going through a lot of health stuff, and I'm just trying to get better. So that's the reason you haven't seen me on much. That's pretty much it. I don't know how long we're going to go today. Hour and a half, whenever I get tired. And as always, I'll let you know a few minutes before that where you can send us a few questions if you want to ask questions. Also, if you tip all through the show, and tips we need, $40 stream go today. $40 stream go. Tip, motherfuckers. We need it definitely. So tip, and I will read your messages at the end of the show. And also, 28 Days of Pimpmunk still going on. That's when you go to my wish list and buy me a gift. So anyways, make sure you tip. Hello, Red Eye. How are you?
I'm good, mate. How you going?
I'm all right. And how are you, Miss Anna?
Not bad. I was sick a little bit myself this past week, so I've taken freaking cold meds and just passing out.
Yeah, I've been going through a lot of health issues, like my legs and stuff. And then to top that off, I caught this fucking bug that's been going around. And I was laid up and just curled up in a fetal position, crying for mama for like 5 hours. And it was bad. And then I got constipated and had that real adventure that I talked about last week, the champagne butt
poop explosion.
Yeah, it was swear, dude. I was constipated, so I had to reach in my asshole and pull out a turd. And when I did, it was like pulling a cork out of a champagne bottle, and shit exploded everywhere. I mean, it was on the window, the tub, everywhere. It was a god-awful experience. But
kid walking down the street, bit of poop went flying out the window, slapped him in the back of the head.
Before we get started, I just seen the comment in there that I was just about to talk about that. We do want to say rest in peace, Stan Lee. And that's a dude right there that gave so much entertainment for so many years to so many different people, and like, because every generation has been affected by Stan Lee. I mean, so many generations. So he's really made his impact. And like for me, I was never a comic book guy, but the movies, the movies that made out of comic books actually got me into comic books. I actually started looking at certain comic books and because of Stan Lee. Now, before we do get in, I do want to make there's something funny that happened because of it. New Zealand, which is next door neighbors to Red Eye over there, they put a big old thing in one of their newspapers, and it had Stan Lee's picture up there, and it said Spike Lee dies at 95. So yeah, they didn't get their, and of course the tweets are awesome. Spike Lee directed a movie called Do the Right Thing. Well, people were tweeting he didn't do the right thing. But anyways, so what's your favorite comic book and movie or whatever that's came out of the comic of Stan Lee's, Red Eye?
I'm going to go with the Hulk. I don't know, just Dr. David Banner and the Hulk, the TV show when I was a kid. I loved it. The latest versions of the Hulk in the movies, there's some really good cartoons out there that I've watched. Planet Hulk was fucking incredible. That was actually, you see things die in that cartoon and blood and stuff. It's like, oh shit, Hulk smash, and Hulk smash things to a pulp till they bleed. Yep. Wow. So definitely the Hulk for me. But
the Hulk gave over so many. When I was a kid, the series The Hulk was a thing, and that sad ass music at the beginning of the show. And
yeah, well, the thing about the Hulk is one of the heroes that in this he's the toughest one out of the fucking lot. You basically can't kill him, and he's as strong as he needs to beat whatever opponent he needs. It's just,
and it's also the classic Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde story.
Yeah, exactly. There's so many elements, but the fact that in this the one that other superheroes band together and go, fuck, we can't actually stop the Hulk if he goes full Hulk, so they kick him off planet Earth and send him to another planet, and yeah, he basically takes over that one then. And then he comes back to Earth and he ain't happy.
What about you, Anna? You have a favorite?
I grew up with the old X-Men cartoon.
Yeah.
And the old Spider-Man. Yeah. I think it was called The Adventures of Spider-Man cartoon. And there's the old Batman cartoons and stuff, because I guess he worked for DC for a short period of time during the Detective Comics era. But I'd have to say, like, out of all that, X-Men definitely was probably my most favorite.
And, you know, for many years, like back in the old days, they never, anytime they made a movie of a comic book, they didn't really get it right until, 20 years ago, they started getting it right. And then Marvel became this amazing movie making company. And a lot of great films out of it and stuff. So I guess I'm going to go with, as far as Marvel and everything, you know, and Stan or whatever, I guess I'm going to have to go with you, X-Men, probably. Because there's so many different levels, but the Hulk is a great story. But you know, the Hulk goes back to like Dr. Jekyll, you know, Mr. Hyde thing. He really played off of that really well. It's very cool stuff.
Yeah, it definitely was one of my favorite shows, and like just all of my mates, when anybody would get really angry, like the common saying would, "Oh fuck, he's hulking out."
And when I was a kid, the show was big, right?
Yeah,
the show was huge, and that sad ass music. I'll never forget the beginning of every show. I'd get like for about a minute there during the introduction, I'd get sad because that music.
And it's like that. And there was that one other show that had that fucking what was it? It's this show about the dog called The Littlest Hobo. It was this fucking dog that used to wander around America and just randomly help people. It was like, what the fuck?
I don't know that show.
It's really sad because at the end, you see this dog trotting down the road. And it's like he's looking for fucking someone to hang out with. It's like, oh, poor doggo, poor doggo.
And you know, then they had the whole. Okay, didn't they bring like Thor on there for one time or something on the show? And they had like Hulk versus Thor or some shit.
Some weird stuff on the early TV show. And when they tried to bring in out of the superheroes, it was like, no, doesn't work. But just with David Banner, like the whole scene when he's trying to fix the car tire and he hurts himself and it's like those eyes when he puts the contacts in the first one. And what was the guy that used to play the Hulk? What was his name? The bodybuilder. He was deaf.
Oh, Lou Ferrigno.
Yeah, he was fucking awesome. Like that guy was a gentle giant, apparently.
Yeah, and you know, when they made the movie, when they started making the Hulk movies, I was actually disappointed that they did CGI. Yeah, and I know a lot of other people were. A lot of people loved it, but I was disappointed that they did CGI. I wanted them to get like The Rock to do the Hulk or something.
It would be cool, but it's really hard to do what the Hulk does with just a person because, like, the Hulk, like when he moves around, he can just jump a fucking vast distance.
But it didn't look real.
Yeah, it's getting better. Well, all right, I'll put a challenge to you. What did you think of Deadpool 2? Did you think that looked all CGI? Because apparently 70% of that entire fucking movie is CGI, and
they're getting better at it. They're definitely getting better at it. Yeah.
Yeah. I could barely pick.
I haven't seen Deadpool 2 yet, though, so I don't know.
Well, the original Deadpool was the majority of that was also CGI. That whole scene where he drops off the bridge, all of that's done in CGI. And
they're getting really good at it.
Yeah, they're nailing it now. But I do get what you mean. But I think the next time you see the Hulk bouncing around, jumping from fucking skyscraper to skyscraper, it'll blow your fucking mind.
Yeah. Yeah, probably so.
Yeah, well, like you said, it just learning how to do things more efficiently and better, and yeah, I remember the first lot of CGI. Go back and look at the original Battlestar Galactica and their stuff. It's like you can actually see wires and shit.
Now, I will say this: Spider-Man was always one of my least favorites.
Yeah,
I just never was a Spider-Man fan. I just didn't like the concept.
It's my brother's favorite, so it's always got like this little bit of love for me because just my brother likes it. But other than that, like, yeah, it's never been huge for me.
Somebody said Littlest Hobo, what you was talking about, was a Canadian show, Red Eye.
Ah, righto.
I've never heard of it, never seen it. Now, I remember A Highway to Hell.
Oh, God, Michael Landon.
Yeah, Michael Landon. And, The Hitchhiking Angel.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it was a pretty interesting show.
I used to watch that when I was a kid because, look, in Australia, there was not that much TV.
You didn't have much to watch. Well, hell, when I was a kid, there was 3 fucking channels, dude.
There's no cable. No fucking cable, man. And
yeah, you had to watch what you watched. And every Saturday morning, man, you watched the same fucking thing. It was always the same shit, but yeah. Speaking of TV, I recently got a Hulu, and I've found that damn show, This Is Us, and that's a tear-jerking motherfucker, dude. I've been crying for 3 damn days watching that shit. It's a good show. It's a good show.
Speaking of those sorts of shows, a certain show that Mr. Spacey used to star in, they've announced gone down the Google because apparently, and everyone's going, it's kind of shit now, and so the question has been answered. Will this show survive without Kevin Spacey? The answer is fuck no.
No, I was actually disappointed. I watched it, and I honestly thought they could go on without him because they was already building a story around her character anyway, and I thought they could play off of it. But I don't know, dude. It seems like the writers gave up.
Yeah, I think that the formula was broken when they had to get rid of a certain somebody out of that cast, and I'm not saying that they shouldn't have done that. I'm just saying the answer is we now know the answer to the question: will the show survive without that actor? And the answer is sadly no. I
was disappointed because I thought, and I still say that they could have made it work with her because she's a great actress, but I just thought the writing in this new season was pure shit.
Yeah.
It just seemed like they gave up and like they didn't want to do it without him.
And I saw an interview with John Goodman, and I didn't realize he'd lost that much weight. I didn't recognize him at first. It's like, holy fucking shit. He slimmed right down. And apparently that show's doing quite well without the actress that had to leave. It's the polar opposite of this show's actually become quite successful on its own right. So good for them.
Yeah. And I don't think see, here's the thing is I honestly think Roseanne would have been better with Roseanne. But you know, I haven't watched it. I haven't watched any of the new shit, so I don't know.
Did they kill her off or did they just write her out?
I have no idea. I have no idea what they did. Probably killed her off.
I didn't even get to see the first bit before they fucking pulled her off.
No, that's what I said. I didn't get to see the comeback season at all. I always enjoyed the show in the past, but you know, I understand why they took her off. I mean, I don't agree, but I understand.
Yeah, I think everyone needs to calm down. It's like, Jesus Christ, it's just the internet. Let people say some stupid shit. Let's just get over it. I don't know. The world takes itself way too seriously, and I'm guilty of doing exactly that myself. So I'll throw myself under the bus with that one.
So recently, 4 people dressed as a bus to get across a vehicle-only bridge.
What?
Outstanding.
You cannot make this shit up. I'm going to show it to you. It's... Oh my God, dude! I can't believe this. What? Just what? Wait for it. Wait for it. Look! They
go through the drive-through like that. Get yourself some fries. What the fuck?
To get across the bridge. Look, this motherfucker shit.
Listen, we got to talk to them about how to stealthily look like a vehicle a bit better. You got to make it a bit bigger. So we can't see your legs. That's what blew the whole thing. The illusion was like,
yeah, this straight up looks like a bunch of like first graders got together and made a bus out of a box.
I can just hear it now. I think they're on to us, Steve.
How the Mexicans are invading America.
That's exactly how they do it, right there, man. That is so fucking stupid.
Hey kids, this is what happens when you legalize marijuana.
Yeah, dude. Oh man, that is so crazy.
They catapult entire busloads of Mexicans straight over the border wall, and they land in their bus and drive off.
Oh my god, they knew they were gonna make fucking news networks. That's the reason they did this. It's fun. It's hilarious, but stupid. Oh my god.
And to be fair, clearly that bus was not a lowrider, so there were no Mexicans near it.
True, there was no furry dice in the hanging from the windshield.
It would have been a little lower too.
That's it. Would have maybe had some of that nice hydraulic suspension, so it sat there just sort of rocking out by itself. Yeah.
So you heard about that guy who was like, he was, I don't know what he did. He got arrested. Well, anyways, what it is in Lancashire, England. Police in Lancashire, England thank David Schwimmer for his support after they arrest. What it is, this dude got arrested for breaking the law, and he looks exactly. Well, here, I'll show it to you. He looks exactly like David Schwimmer, the sitcom star from Friends.
Jesus Christ.
He really does look like him, too. I mean,
wow.
Yeah, I mean, this dude, it's like spot on.
Well, clearly, the dude that used to be on that fucking show is very poor now, and he's stealing shit from fucking 7-Elevens by the looks of it. That was him. Come on, man. That's not a lookalike. That was him, and he's just framed some innocent dude from the UK for a crime that he probably committed.
Well, apparently Schwimmer, making a joke of it, did a little video of his own, and here's the clip of him. Basically, that's really him here. So, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
The guy right there, that's the guy right there.
That's a doppelganger, Lily.
Yeah, the dude looks a lot like him, bro. No doubt. So anyway, I guess he was shoplifting or whatever. Yeah, that's crazy.
You doing freaking impersonations of that guy from the show he was on.
Yeah, campfire is the deadliest wildfire in California history, local sheriff says. Butte County Sheriff Corey Hanea says 42 people have died in the campfire, making it the deadliest wildfire in California history. Why are they calling it campfire?
I'm hoping that's not how it started, because that person will be feeling pretty fucking horrible right now. I
don't think it started like that, but goddamn, the 42 people. Was that what it said? 42 people? Yeah, 42 people died.
Yeah, I was talking to Landon the other day. He was up north from his place. He was actually near where the fires were, and I had to go inside. The air quality was dropping, and it was actually messing with the air quality down in Silicon Valley as well. So.
Yeah, he sent me a message telling me about that. He was having a bad day. Did you know President Trump says Secret Service, the Secret Service is to blame for World War II cemetery cancellation?
Oh, yeah. Listen, I got two words for you, Trumpy. Bullshit. Actually, I'll throw a third word. No, I won't, because the demonetization fairy might get us.
Well, he said Donald Trump said he suggested driving after bad weather meant his helicopter was grounded, preventing him from attending a World War memorial event. Per Trump, the Secret Service said no.
Armistice Day, and he doesn't show up. It's like, you disrespectful fucking bastard.
He is disrespectful. He is. I mean,
And to throw the fucking Secret Service under the bus like this is just, and that's bullshit. And let's look last week. It talks about fake news all the time. What's the fucking White House released? Doctored footage of the guy in the microphone incident. They made shit up and edited it and doctored footage, and Sarah Huckabee put this shit out and tried to pass it off as reality. It's like, fuck off.
Yeah, it's Trump is a very disrespectful shit, and it's time we got this whole rebellious attitude thing. People respected, so it's done got to a point now where it's just cartoonish and comical and just stupid.
He's not a very well respected president.
At all. I mean, I don't. He's probably the least respected president I've ever seen. I'm 40 years old, be 41 in a couple of weeks. It's just crazy. Well, actually, not a couple of weeks, 8 days. No, not 8 days. It ain't 20th. What's 13th? Anyways, fuck it. Yeah, so it's crazy.
You've done well at the midterms, America. You've basically now got a cock block in place to prevent Trump from does anything too crazy that he needs to put through the House and Congress up. So he just uses his little presidential decree, which is a very narrow scope of things. And so for the next 2 years, we've just got to strap in and put up with a crazy old coot that's got a tumbleweed for hair talking shit on Twitter. Yeah?
Yeah. So we all know about Tide and its Tide Pod thing, right?
Delicious.
Yeah, well, they got a new controversy with Tide now. Tide's come out with a new box dispenser. Well, people are saying it looks a lot like boxed wine. And you seen this shit? Let me show it to you. Here it is. They say it looks a lot like boxed wine. And I think it's a very convenient box, though. I actually like this new dispenser box. I think it's good.
Well, it's recyclable by the looks of it, most of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it looks better than the old. I imagine they used to have some bulky individual packets for the little Tide Pod things, and very wasteful and not environmentally friendly. What's wrong with that? It's like, that actually looks cool. Someone with a little bit of engineering skill has actually gone, turn this thing into a fucking stand.
Well, but it looks like a boxed wine, so people have to drink it, right? I mean, if it looks like something, you have to. Like, it looked like candy, so you had to eat Tide Pods. Fucking morons.
Well, that antifreeze looks a lot like fucking Mountain Dew, so I'm going to go drink that. And the really fucking old oil in my car looks a lot like chocolate sauce, so I'm going to put that on my fucking ice cream.
Hey, man, at times, shit looks like chocolate. Eat it. It's got peanuts in it. It's like a fucking Baby Ruth candy bar. It's just so stupid. But people say, well, they wouldn't have to say these things if people weren't that stupid. Well, look, like a natural selection, if they are that fucking stupid to drink goddamn Tide because it comes out of a box that looks like that, then fine, let them drink it. I don't give a fuck if they drink it.
Really? Let's just take the labels off of everything already.
Yeah, fuck it. Who cares? I mean, if they're that goddamn dumb, they should be dying from this shit.
The gene pool is stagnant, and taking the fucking warning labels off shit is the chlorine.
Fucking, it's fucking laundry detergent. It doesn't matter what the box looks like. You know you're not supposed to drink it.
Yeah, what's the justice? But some child may mistake it for boxed wine and consume. It's like, well, that child should be removed from that home if they're just sitting around people that drink boxed wine all fucking.
Maybe you need to take your fucking 10-year-old AA. The son of a bitch is drinking boxed wine.
Chances are, if you're drinking boxed wine on the regular, you probably shouldn't have kids anyway.
That's a really good point, and I'll agree with that. That's like a very good. Yep. I think that's a great plan. If you like boxed wine a lot, get sterilized.
Should be coupons for like free vasectomies and shit.
So, have you guys seen the Trumpy bear?
No, God.
It's
kind of horrific looking.
Oh, yeah.
It's the Trumpy bear, right?
Kind of.
Yeah, well, apparently it's making news because of after the commercial for Trumpy Bear aired on Fox News, some viewers were concerned about its authenticity. Turns out the 22-inch stuffed animal is real and available for purchase.
Oh.
Yeah, I had to Google it too to make sure there wasn't some troll got something up on Fox News. Is what network somehow.
Well, apparently it started at this rally. Some dude was on.
Oh God.
Oh my god.
Oh, dude, if you want a Trumpy bear, get you a Trumpy bear. It's stupid.
If it wasn't as expensive as it was, I'd get it for laughs.
Yeah.
Like,
How much?
I'm not paying that much.
How much is a Trumpy bear?
Let's see.
They're pretty expensive, I think.
Website. Oh, good. It's still in my Google history. I don't have to.
I don't see where it says. It don't
Two
say it.
easy payments of $19.95 plus shipping and handling.
2 easy pay. Yep, only 2 payments of $19.95. I see it here too.
So it's 40 shipping and handling on something like this. I used to do as seen on TV products, so $19.95 is usually about $9.95 in shipping.
And it comes with a certificate of authenticity.
So you're paying about $50 for this thing.
Yeah. Well, how is it authentic? I mean, I don't get that part.
It's had an authentic tariff placed on it when it was imported from China when the guy ordered a fucking bulk lot off Alibaba. Oh, fuck.
Hey, make money on it, man. If you make money, make money.
Oh, hell
This
yeah.
commercial is ridiculous, though.
Oh, and is it true?
Storm.
I read an article today on an ABC News website in Australia that said Hillary Clinton is indeed throwing her hat back in the ring for 2020. Is this true?
That's what they say. I read something about it yesterday. Like I said, I've been kind of off the grid. I haven't been paying much attention to anything, but that is what they're saying, that she is saying that she's going to run again.
Yep.
Go away, Grandma.
Wow. So here's my premonition for 2020. The Bernie bubble's going to form again, and we're going to hear that all around the world yet again. And then we're going to hear a bunch of disappointed people bitch and moan about Hillary for another 6 months. She's going to lose that fucking election because you're not going to win an election, lady. Because it's not that Trump's so bad. It's just people don't fucking like you. I'm sorry, madam, but that's just the Democrats don't like you and the Republicans don't like you and Libertarians don't fucking like you either. So you're not going to get voted for. Sorry.
For real.
There you go. That's my prediction for 2020 is like,
one of the most likable people on the planet. She's so out of touch. What really got me, okay, besides Pokemon Go to the polls, which I was cringy as shit, like I carry hot sauce in my. All right, racist grandma, trying to like appeal to the blacks with your I carry hot sauce in my purse bullshit. Like,
I like some hot sauce too. I'm a fat white dude from the South. I like me some hot sauce too.
I thought she was just using it as cheap mace. My bad.
I like there's a hot sauce called Frank's Red Hot. Where that old woman in the commercial says she puts that shit on everything.
Yep.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Anyway, CNN takes legal action against Trump administration over Jim Acosta ban. CNN issued a statement saying it has filed a lawsuit against U.S. President Donald Trump's administration for the banning of correspondent Jim Acosta. The White House said Acosta's behavior was neither appropriate nor professional and hinders the administration from running as an orderly and fair press conference. So this is why people can't stand Trump. He doesn't like the reporters, so ban him from the White House.
Yeah, I actually watched that little interaction, and Trump just did not want to talk to that guy, and that guy was like a bit of a bloodhound. He fucking was on he was on the trail. He had the scent of something, and he wanted that question answered, and it blew me away what went down. It's like he got the guy kicked out, and then that's the dude that they made up the footage and said, "Oh, look, he's basically tried to grab this woman." It's like, fuck off. She's tried to grab the mic sheepishly once, like the poor little fucking thing. Have a look at her face on the original footage. Just like walks up, she's scared as a kitten. Meekly tries to grab the mic once, and the reporter just goes, no. Keeps going. She tries meekly again, and he just goes, and keeps going, and that's when Trump goes, bro.
Yeah, well, somebody said in the chat says Trump and Acosta have a long history. Trump has a long history with anybody who says anything negative about him.
Yeah.
And look, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that I don't even know what happened. Going by what Red Eye said here, but if the guy was being a dick, or the press is going to be dicks, of course, but you don't ban him from the White House press conferences.
Yeah.
You just don't do stuff like that. He's the most unpresidential president we have ever fucking had.
Well, the reason
I think he's more unpopular than George W. Bush at this point, which good fucking job.
Way more.
Oh, yeah, he's way more unpopular, yeah.
GW was not liked in Australia. We did not like him because we thought he was a warmongering piece of shit that couldn't even work binoculars properly because of that lovely photo of him with the binoculars, and the covers are still on the fucking things.
Oh, God.
I'm reading the kids' book to all the kids, and the book was fucking upside down. So come on, man. Try harder, GW. Can't you try? Like, GW's mum's probably looking at all these promo shots going, oh, my God. The dumpling's done it again. My little dumpling.
But he's still acting more presidential than Trump.
Exactly. Now, for instance, we just got an American ambassador. How long has he been in president for? 2 fucking years, and we just got an ambassador appointed. I don't even think he's here yet.
It's
and
crazy.
We're supposed to be your biggest allies, and we're basically your eyes in the fucking Indian Ocean, thanks to a few radar installations in Australia. We keep your nuclear submarines all nice and happy and in contact with you at home. So Trump should treat us a bit nicer, because we do look after you guys. We have 5,000 Marines in Darwin, which makes us a target for fucking every country that doesn't like you guys.
Yeah.
You know, having a Marine base in your country is not the fucking brightest idea if you don't want to be a target for a Chinese or Russian nuke. And I'm pretty sure we're now painted because of that fucking base. So, hey.
All right.
Fucking awesome. But yeah, George W. was a dream compared to Donald Trump when it comes to diplomacy, because at least Bush had people around him that understood politics and diplomacy, and he listened to his fucking, like, for instance, GW would listen to his constitutional fucking law experts, where Trump would sit on a plane and ignore them and then tweet out, oh, I'm going to piff all the transgender people out of the army because they're icky. You know, fuck off, Donnie. And that's when the head of the armed forces was forced to come out and say, we don't take orders from people on Twitter. We follow the chain of command. Please ignore the idiot in the White House. Status quo, business as usual, and transgender people are still proudly serving their country today. So, yeah, fuck Trump.
So,
in the butt.
yeah.
What?
Yeah, that's crazy. So apparently in Texas, University of Texas at San Antonio, UTSA, said it is looking into a viral video of one of its students being escorted out of a lecture hall for allegedly having her feet up. Yeah,
I used to do that shit in high school. I put my feet up on the
So
desk.
here's the video. I'm guessing they're gonna show some shit here. Let's see here. Present this to everyone. Apparently, let's say the cops are in there. They're walking over. What's going on here? Let's see. Where's the student? I guess he's got to go all the way across there. I don't know what's going on. Okay. Oh yeah, there she is. And okay. Little nerdy girl in a science study thing. No, that's not her. He's not going to her. He passed the nerdy girl up. Oh, it's a black girl. Okay.
God damn it. I was hoping she was going to pull the Moorish citizen or a sovereign citizen and just go, do not. And just resist arrest, get tased, and start a race riot, because it is a fucking university and it looks They've grabbed her for putting her feet up on the chair. Really?
Yeah. They kicked her out of class. Apparently the girl tweeted, said, "This is me, Anita Moss, 2053 bio classroom. Upon entering class, I was told I needed to leave or would be escorted out by officers. I never disobeyed the student code of conduct, not once. A police report is being filed at the moment. This is just the beginning. Thanks for your support."
All right. How many times was she asked to remove her feet off the chair, and what was her reply to the teachers or to the lecturer's request of removing? Because it is manners not to put your feet up on other people's furniture. That's just basic manners. Even from where I'm from. I'm from Australia, and I know that. It's like, come on.
And they fuck kangaroos.
Yeah, we do all sorts of crazy shit. Like, what you don't even want to know what we do to wombats. Whoa. But we don't put our feet up on the fucking furniture, especially when we're at university at election. Now, it looks like that there was plenty of empty chairs, so it's all right. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, she probably shouldn't have her feet up. Propped on the back of a chair, but I mean.
Now, was the lecturer being a bit of a weirdo, maybe? Yeah, but if the lecturer asked you to do something, it's just probably good manners to just.
Yeah.
It's a reasonable request to comply with it, just to get on with the class, because you're now fucking with other people's education time and soaking it up. So, and
you know it's going to be made a racer issue. I mean, I'm sorry to say, but anytime white people do anything to a black person, it's racial.
Yeah,
according to them anyway. It's crazy. So
it's because of our inherent racism.
Yeah, we are white, so we're just racist. That's just the way we are. We're just racist white folks, and if you have a penis, you're automatically sexist and homophobic.
Patriarchy, man.
Yeah, the patriarchy. We hate everything. But look, if a teacher, a lecturer, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, if they ask you to put your feet down, just put your fucking feet down.
Yeah. Now, if they ask you to take them out the back room and they ask you to like suck their dick or something, that's when you can politely decline and maybe leave class and find another university to go to, because your lecturer's a fucking pervert.
I would suggest suck their dick, actually, if they ask you to.
Yeah, good grades. I wasn't thinking. Forward think. You get a gold star.
If you're in college, you're of age. It's not like it's totally illegal. It's definitely against policy, but it's totally it's legal.
So over the weekend, a security guard apprehended a guy with a gun, and the police shot him.
Yeah, this is fucked up. And there were bystanders screaming out to the cops, "He's the good guy," and the cops doing.
Yeah,
and I just want to point this out. Anyone who uses the argument the only thing it takes to stop a bad guy with a gun is a good guy with a gun, fuck you. This gentleman was a good guy with a gun and he's fucking dead. And it goes, and I've actually argued this point before. What the cops want you to do is not get involved in the thing, because if you pull out a gun, that's just another person that the cops have got to work out whether they're a good guy or a bad guy, and it's a lot quicker just to shoot you and work that shit out later.
Yeah.
You know, don't pull out a gun and be the fucking hero, because you might end up like this poor fucking sod who didn't see Christmas this year because the fucking police officer went, black guy on top of someone, bang.
Yeah. It's like a registered security guard with like a permit and everything that was supposed to be a security guard for that place. So the police should have known that they had an armed security guard on the premises.
Exactly. Yeah, they should.
Is telling the cop that's the security guard. This is from the news report that I read, and the cop just went, yeah.
But now here's a case where it could be argued they seen a black guy with a gun and they shot him.
That could be a very, very plausible thing in this.
Yeah. I'm one that tries to fight up against all this fake racism, but here's where an argument could be made for that.
Yeah. And I've got a slightly different perspective to think about. Now, in Australia, a few days ago, there was a terrorist attack. Now, I've seen the footage of this fucking Somalian guy. He's got a very long knife. He's already stabbed 2 people. One man's lying dead in the street. This guy's crashed his car. It's got all gas cylinders in the back. He's got out of the car, thrown something in there to ignite it, and then these blokes run over to see if he's all right. He's just gone and stabbed this old digger in the chest. He's just gone, Then another person's come to see what's going on. They've been slashed. And then a couple of people that were just bystanders, one of them had a shopping trolley, the other had a chair. They started sort of herding the guy in, and then two police officers, you see them dance with this guy, and for the whole time he's just trying to fucking stab them in the chest with an incredibly large knife, slashing at them for about over a minute, and they're just trying to get him to put the fucking thing down. And eventually, when it looks like this dude's partner's about to get stabbed, the guy pulls out his Glock, and it's about from 2 feet away, and puts one in his chest and drops him. The guy died in hospital. Now, if that was in America, there would have been a hail of fucking gunfire from fucking attack choppers. You know, these cops danced with this guy for over a minute and got slashed once or twice themselves, but they used the deadly force as a fucking last resort, even though, and they used it, the training levels, just the levels of where they will engage is so vastly different compared to an American cop. Like, they will roll up, jump out of their car with their guns. They shoot through their fucking windscreen in America. I've seen many where they just start. The new thing is just sit in your car and start shooting through your fucking windscreen.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And I'm not saying that's bad. I understand why the cops do that in America, because you don't know who's got a gun. But if you see the footage, go and have a look at what these cops go through before they finally use deadly force on this poor bastard.
Yeah.
And I'm saying poor bastard because obviously he was a confused fucking person that believed he tried to travel to Syria and join an Islamic State in 2015. We took his passport off him, and he just randomly did this act and killed a person. So
I am by no means anti-gun or nothing. I just pretty much don't carry a gun because I don't like guns myself. But it does seem like every 5 fucking seconds there's I mean, like this. I'm reading an article right now. Cleveland.com reporter Nikki Del Monte shot to death near Toledo. Police in Ohio confirmed that a 30-year-old Nikki Del Monte and her 67-year-old uncle Robert Del Monte were found shot to death inside a mobile home in Wood County, Ohio on Monday. Nikki worked for Cleveland.com, where she wrote human interest and culture stories. God. It's just one report, one story after another, gun deaths. Now, I'm not trying to make an argument against guns. I'm just saying something needs to be done.
Oh, you see the NRA basically put their own foot so far down their mouth that it popped out of their ass, traveled back up to their mouth, went inside their mouth and popped back out their ass again today. They've liked or promoted a tweet where some dude's going, seems like doctors have just got one thing in mind. They don't like guns for some reason. They should stay out of our lane. And this lady that does trauma surgery that rips hundreds of bullets out of fucking corpses per week, she says, my lane, it's my fucking highway. You fucking piece of how dare you? I pull hundreds of bullets out of fucking bodies per week, and you start telling me to stay out of your lane? She said, this is my fucking highway. She actually said, this is my fucking highway. And then there's a bunch of other surgeons that have taken photos of themselves after they've pulled bullets out of people. And these people, they look like they've been in a MASH OR. They are covered in fucking blood. There's blood gushing out of a human. Yeah. It's amazing. So,
or it was just a surgery table after somebody had bled out. Like, they couldn't save that one, but it was from a gunshot wound. And it's everywhere. It's all over the floor. It's all over the people. It's fucking everywhere.
It's a liquid pressure system, and there's a pump inside your chest that makes it squirt out of your body at a pretty decent PSI. And these doctors are just, so the NRA, congratulations on really fucking yourselves in the ass and making yourselves look like complete cunts.
Yeah.
And good for that doctor. She fucking owned them, and a whole bunch of doctors just railed on them, and the NRA basically went, maybe social media is a bad idea.
And by the way, that was not Red applauding. He was actually jerking his wiener.
That's right.
He was fapping, slapping the sausage.
He's very aggressive with it.
Very aggressive. Investigation underway after pilots report UFO sighting off Irish coast. An investigation by the Irish Aviation Authority is taking place after British Airways and Virgin pilots said they spy. I know it's Virgin Airlines, but I just think I'm picturing two guys and never been laid. I'm sorry. Said they spotted bright objects moving fast off the Irish coast.
So patio furniture had been on the whiskey and turned to his mate. He said, "Oh shit, what the fuck are those lights up there? What the fuck's that?" Says, I don't know, pack your furniture. We should have another fucking drink. Holy fucking hell.
He should have named his fucking airline something different. Because I see 2 Virgin pilots, and I'm thinking, these dudes are pilots and they've never been laid? What the fuck? Anyways, they spotted some lights, and now, look, dude, I'm not, it could be aliens. It could be ET, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well,
no, they're not. It's not aliens.
it may be, bro.
They won't come here. They see what we do.
Rockets fired from Gaza hit residential buildings in southern Israel. According to local reports, a number of rockets were fired from Gaza aimed at the coastal city of Ashkelon. I can't say that right. In southern Israel, authorities say a number of areas were damaged from the blasts. There's a little. Go ahead.
I was going to say the Israeli rocket. They've got an anti-rocket thing. Apparently, it wasn't in that area.
Here's some video footage.
And you know what the reply was from the Israelis?
What's that, bud?
Wherever those rockets were launched from, they fucking either sent an F-16 in there with a rather large bomb, or they artilleried the fucking shit out of it. Now, here's the sad part. These assholes usually launch these rockets right in the middle of very populated fucking areas because they try and use human shields. But the Israelis don't give a shit because the Palestinians are using other Palestinians as human shields. And to the Israeli Defense Force, when a rocket gets launched, that's just a target. And they need to stop doing that because just the innocent people fucking die. And what they accomplish, it just annoys the Israelis, and they might burn a house down and kill 1 or 2 people a month. It's not going to make them go away. It's just going to still make their resolve, harden their resolve. I think the world needs to step in at this point and just say, all right, 2 states, it's now 1 country, and we're going to call it, I don't know, Clusterfucksville or something, and just...
Clusterfucksville.
Like, it wouldn't be the only place in the world that has, like, that whole 2-state thing going on. Like, it doesn't, like, what is it? Tobago has that?
It's more like 1 state and a little coastal strip that's being bombarded constantly because idiots launch missiles from homemade rockets from there in an attempt to. I don't know. I honestly don't know what they're thinking when they do this. Like, Allah Akbar? Oh, great.
The whole world should come together and be like, all right, you guys need to fucking hammer this out or you're not getting shit anymore. No more. Nothing from the rest of us.
Yeah, but we all need to, and sadly there's a few countries that like to give that country lots of stuff because it's...
Well, the U.S. keeps giving shit to Israel.
Yep.
Which isn't making matters better.
And then there's certain other countries funneling other stuff into the other place that helps them doing what they're doing. It's like, oh, for fuck's sake, you guys. Really? Just why can't we get them all drunk, let them have sex, so everyone's just related through marriage at some point, or at least breeding. It's like, then you can't.
For real. How many of these people have lived in the same, like, strip of land for the last, like, fucking 1,000 years or some shit? Y'all are probably related.
Yeah, I'd like to see how many times that piece of real estate's changed hands over the last couple of 1,000 years, which tribes took it over and for how long. So who's got the actual biggest claim to it? I don't know. I don't care, really. I just would like it if they stopped blowing each other up.
I'm still thinking about Clusterfucksville. I like that.
Clusterfucksville?
Yeah. Anyways, Argentina's chefs break world record by baking 11,287 pizzas in 12 hours.
I fucking love that country.
12, that's a lot of pizza, man, in 12 hours. And now I'm looking at pizza and I want pizza.
I'm moist just thinking about it.
I'm such a fat dude. I really am.
I'm skinny as a rake, but I will eat pizza until I fucking explode.
Yeah, but you're a fat dude in a skinny man's body.
Yeah, I got the soul of a fat bitch. I feel you.
I say, I know this guy, Red Eye knows him too. His name is Ingram, Matthew Ingram. He's a tiny little guy. I mean, he's so little, but he eats more than any fat person I have ever met in my life. Yeah. I mean, I'm not exaggerating. He eats constantly and doesn't gain a pound. I look at a donut and fucking gain a pant size.
Yeah, we'd be sitting in Google Hangouts like for 4 or 5 hours, and he would have 2 full fucking meals during that time and snacks between.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's just constantly.
Is either a big plate of like baked fucking veggies and all that shit, and then it's constant chips, rustling of the chip packet and crunchy because he fucking wouldn't mute.
And
when
he's
he ate
tiny, and he's a tiny little dude.
That sounds like an overactive metabolism.
Well, you know, I've been on trips with the guy a couple of times, and we was in Myrtle Beach for a whole week, 7 days with each other, and this dude eat everybody in the whole house, and he's the littlest motherfucker in the world.
He's constantly on the go too, though. He's fucking bouncing around off the fucking walls, goes to work, fucking bounces off the walls there, then goes and does fucking voiceover work, bounces off the walls in the studio.
Yeah, and speaking of somebody, you know, that I used to hang out with, I'm not going to say his name, he may not want it. I recently had some issues with a very good friend of mine that I've had for a couple years online, and the person did me wrong. There's no doubt about it. I mean, he admits he did me wrong, but he recently came to me with a very sincere apology. And people change. People do make mistakes. And I'm just too goddamn old to keep a grudge anymore. I'm just too unhealthy, got too much shit going on in my life. So I finally said, okay, fuck it. I forgive you. Let's just move on.
Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, you probably the little short dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, look, what he did was
a player.
Yeah. What he did was shitty, but shit happens. And I'm just so sick of being mad at people. I don't like being mad at people anymore.
There's better reasons to be mad at people than that.
Exactly. Ain't like he molested my mama.
He fucked up, but at least he knows that now. Fucking work it out.
Absolutely. Well, anyways, we got like 8 more minutes before I end this stream. So if you got questions, no, it's been a short show. It's been a good show, really good show. But I'm just getting back in the swing of things. So we're eventually going to get to where we're like 2 hours a day and everything, as always. But, you know, we're getting there slowly. If you got any questions, please ask. And also, please tip. We got a $40 stream go. We need tips. So everybody's on the clock right now. Every one of you fuckers.
You're on notice.
You're on notice. You're on the clock. Pay the clock. Tip. Anyways, if you got any questions, please ask and we'll answer them. Also, make sure you check out the stream tomorrow, and I'll try to do a stream tonight. Random stream.
Nice.
Yeah. You got your son's birthday off, but have 2 12-hour days. And that's cool. My birthday's in like 15 days. Something like that.
Excellent.
Yeah, the 28th of this month, I shall be 41 years old.
Fucking old fart.
I'm old, dude, man. I farted and broke a hip.
Yeah. I'm 46. When I fart, it's like a cloud of dust just erupts.
Yeah, dude, it's just bad. You get a fucking aneurysm from hiccuping. It's just rough.
Yep.
So I keep telling people, like, I'm 30, and I tell people that are, like, around my age that are like, oh, man, I'm so old. I feel so old. I'm like, you're not old. You're just unhealthy.
Yeah.
Look at people who are in their 40s. Like, they actually have something to bitch about. Their shit's starting to fall apart.
Yeah.
My fucking ankles in the last 6 weeks are just murdering me, and my right shoulder is just, ever since that last car accident, it's gone. You know how I used to not hurt all the time? It's like, yeah, that's not going to be a thing anymore. It's like, welcome to constant fucking pain, you piece of shit. It's like absolute tendonitis, and you know that whole rotated cuffy thing that's going to start just making horrible crunching sounds when you move your shoulder.
Getting the crunch going, yeah.
Oh, no, it's like it sounds like a dog chewing on cartilage. Just
yeah, I found myself saying things that I never said in my 30s and 20s, like sciatica and shit like that. Like, I gotta go get a fucking anal exam pretty soon. Shit like that.
I just had a shit and half my ass fell out.
Yeah, constipation as you get older becomes an issue.
So
it really does.
Eat your greens.
Eat your greens. Take your 1-a-day vitamins.
And you shot a cod liver oil.
But I would suggest if you, especially when you start to hit the close to your 40s, for guys, start taking your fucking vitamins, man, because they really do come in handy. Like I've started a few months back, started taking those men's 1-a-day, and it actually does help. And it does help.
I get all my vitamins from pizza.
Yeah, pizza is a good provider of vitamin fat ass.
You get most of your food groups all in one slice.
That's true. That is true. One slice. Shit. One slice. Yeah, you gotta have at least 8 slices.
See, I'm tiny. I try to eat like 4 slices. I feel like I'm dying.
Just gotta eat the entire pie or die trying. And here's the good thing: if you get a whole pizza and you eat it, it's like 4 times your recommended daily limit of fucking veggies and stuff, because there's no.
Yeah.
That's the way I look at it. And vitamin cheese is a very valuable fucking source of om nom nom.
Yep. And none of these people have tipped. What the hell? That sucks, because I really do. I haven't been online lately, so I'm broken a fucking joke. So Adam E., Bill Portley, Bird Flu, you motherfuckers better throw down. I'm going to kill your families.
Whoa.
Oh, come on now.
I would like to do a Keemstar and just go, wow, I'll be seeing you later and jump out of the stream. That's what. Did you see what he did when Ralph threw down the comment about Sargon's kid?
No.
The very next thing you hear is just like, whoa, oh crap. And then you hear Mr. Medica just start bursting out laughing. He goes, well, things got too spicy for Keemstar.
Yeah, you got to avoid it sometimes. You got to get yourself out of those situations.
You think now that I'm putting that into special, like, Keem instantly bailed on that situation, and Keem loves Poop Fest. Like, Keem, drama alert is his fucking life. And I've actually come to like Keemstar now for some reason. I used to just despise him, but I kind of get him now. It's just like, you smart bastard, you're a shitlord, and you're making fucking money from doing it. It's like, bravo, sir. Hat off. Tip of the hat. You magnificent bastard. Anyone that can... Mr. Medica, 12,000 people on his live streams. His super chat is just like... It's just lit up with massive donut. The guy's making thousands of fucking dollars. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
It's insane. The shit going down, man.
Anyways. Yeah, I try to avoid all that shit. Like I said, I read a little bit the other day about what was going on, and I just didn't care.
He's like, oh, what's going on? Yep, I'm done. All right.
Yeah, I was like, what? I'm done.
I was watching that going down live, and I'm just like sitting there. It's like a dumpster fire, and I'm seeing how it's like an experiment at this point for me. It's like a full social experiment. How far is each side going to push this shit? It's like, on one side, like some guys are saying it's not my responsibility to filter what these people say in super chat. So Medica's reading out the most horrendous shit the other day, right? And it's not him saying, he's just saying it and reading out his super chat. And they're doing it on purpose because it's like, it's a shit show. And then we've got the other side, Sargon's tagging the fucking FBI in tweets about fucking Andy Worski and his fight with Tonkasaw. It's like, you were tagging the FBI to get the focus on the... Oh, shit. It's just sit back and relax and just watch the dumpster fire, because YouTube is on fucking fire right now.
Yeah, at this point, it's like, okay, guys, either you jump in the fire and participate, or just sit back and roast your marshmallows and let that shit burn. Like,
I ordered a truckload of marshmallows, and
I'm just sitting here. I got a pan with the lid on it, getting some popcorn going. Just fucking...
Yeah. I'm going to order some bacon and get a skillet.
Or you go to Netflix.
Yeah, all the Pimps Wise. I've been spending a lot of time on Netflix just watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine over and over. I can't get enough of that show, and I can watch the episodes because I'll always miss out on a little joke or something, a little reference to something. I really enjoy that show. But yeah. Poor old soy father. Did not have a good day yesterday. When you make Christy Winters and Kevin Logan look good, you need to think about what you're doing.
Yeah, I agree with that. I dislike all those people that you just mentioned.
Well,
Anyways,
not a huge Christie fan, and I'll leave it at that.
yeah, I hear you, but fisty splinters. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys, and make sure you check me out some point tonight. I should be live at some point tonight. Thank you both for joining me, and we'll catch you tomorrow. Bye bye.